Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy AugustMediaWorks, Mr. Basement Talk himself. I'm sitting down with my guy, Darryl the Don.
Absolutely.
And my man, Mar, you know what I'm saying? That's his cousin. Good folks, been good energy ever since I met him. You know what I'm saying? When I heard his story, I was like, I gotta have him on Basement Talk. You know what I'm saying? He could have went anywhere. He could have interviewed with anybody. And the fact that he interviewed with me,
Keeping my word.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He got his own clothing line. You know, Beni Athleisure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He started that, and it's been going up ever since. So my guy Darryl the Don,
Absolutely.
Mar, what's up, y'all? What we talking about?
Absolutely.
Life, building,
Anything,
Talking about all
everything.
that.
You know?
exactly.
Free
The
spirits,
foundation.
open minds, let's have it all.
What the people want to know is first tell them where you came up with the name from and where do you plan to take it?
Beni. Beni's a French word that means blessed. The way it came about, originally, when I came up with my clothing line, I used I had an elephant to symbolize, power,
Right.
to symbolize strength, to symbolize the black culture, to symbolize the struggle,
Right.
and calmness during all of that. So when you see an elephant, once upon a time I saw an elephant and they think it was can't remember the name of the bird, but they keep little birds on them. They keep ticks on them.
Yep.
And you always notice how these animals respond. And calm.
Right.
Flick here, never overreaction. So initially, when I used Beni,
Mm-hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? That was my first symbol.
Gotcha.
Now I use the B. We can get to that. But to answer your question, Beni means blessed.
Okay.
I was trying to find a word. That was originally the name of it. That's why I have it on the hood,
Mhm.
which is blessed.
That's fine.
Beni means blessed.
Okay.
I got that from a friend of mine who spoke French.
Mm.
I have an idea. I had so many ideas in the beginning. Dead roses, so on and so forth. Black this, bless that.
Gotcha.
Came to me. It was a blessing.
Gotcha.
That's
I didn't come up with that word on my own. It was a
Okay.
blessing. I don't speak French. I don't know
Right.
many French people.
Yeah.
But once it came to me, it rung a bell.
A lot of people like to wear clothes that communicate to them, and that definitely communicated with me. You know what I'm saying? If I would hear somebody talk about their brand in that way,
Mhm.
I like it.
Right.
It is a representation of who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I like to stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? I like to stay calm. You know what I mean? And even when I can, I try my best to, because that's like a great attribute to have.
Absolutely.
During the rough times, you got
Right.
something biting you. You got a
Right.
tick on you. You got
Right.
flies are annoying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The mere fact that you could just
Still
and
be
keep
blessed.
it moving,
All types
that's,
of nuances.
that's fly.
That's a
You know what I'm
blessing
saying?
in itself.
That's fly.
But when I did it again, I'm taking into consideration my people.
Mhm.
I'm not building a clothing line like people say all the time. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
This ain't that.
Mhm.
Beni is not for everybody. Beni is representing a selective group of people. Beni is representing those of us who have been a part of a struggle here in the wilderness of North America. There's a lot of things that happen to black people that we don't address.
Yeah.
There's a lot of untreated trauma.
Yep.
There's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of suffering. But at the end of the day, we overcome and we inspire.
Mhm.
That's where the blessing comes from. Is that being able to go through the things that I've been through in my life,
Right.
from my youth till today, gives me the opportunity to say I'm blessed. Because I've seen the strength in myself as a 12-year-old, as a 10-year-old. I look back at those pictures and I see myself making muscles. I see the resilience in that child's face. I see the struggle. I see the pain. And I find myself as an adult in that little boy. I found my hero. You feel what I'm saying? So again,
That's deep.
these are blessings. We have so many things to be grateful for.
For sure.
Nobody talks about God.
Mhm.
It's like I walk around and, again, viewing in hindsight,
Okay.
I don't even hear it. It's like people are ashamed of it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I made a promise and I made a vow of loyalty with God.
Yeah.
So in my prayers, in my tears, as I ask God, I can't put it no other way.
Right.
God, get me out of here. And I'm going to tell everybody in the world you did. Those are my exact words. No sugarcoat, no ifs, ands, buts, and maybe. I gave it to him straight like that.
You was
that's-
touching on your upbringing.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. Because it just, that brings me back to the situation you was in.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and a lot of people didn't believe, you know, and I was just so passionate.
I already know where you're going.
I was so passionate about, my cousin is gonna come out this situation, and people would look at me like, know too many people give what he got back. You know, and it's not once have I ever been on the phone with you and said, yeah, cuz I gave up on you, or you never gonna make it out that situation. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like what you saying, you talk to God and said if you get him out this situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I actually sat down with somebody and he prayed with me and said he's gonna come home, but when he come home, bring him to meet me. I want him to know that I already know he was coming home. And that was Pastor McKnight said that.
Where you at?
So I call him.
Call him.
I give him a call.
Call him.
You know. And
I want to meet him.
he said that. He said that to me, cuz.
I made it a point. I knew it was coming. There was never any doubt in me. I never accepted it from the rip. From the moment, in the case, since we ain't get on that yet, you know, once upon a time, right? I was sentenced to life in prison. Served 22 years of that life sentence. The natural life sentence in Pennsylvania, there's no 25 years, there's no 22 years, there's no minimum. The minimum in Pennsylvania is once you walk through that gate and you get to that processing, you know, you see that big wall of Graterford, you see that long line and they handing out them clothes, they handing out them boots, they getting ready for that shower. And you in that line and they ask you, you know, I see a guy in front of me, you know, when you go home, yada, 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 where you want your property sent. They give him an address. The next guy come up. Where you want your property sent. He give him an address. Another guy come up. Property sent. Give him an address. I come up. Look, take his time. I'm asking, you know, I'm looking around, wondering what's taking so long. I just seen 2, 3, 4 chain of command in front of me. I just seen all these men, you know, send their things home. I'm send my things home. I'm ready to get my address, you know, 3320. I'm ready to give him the address. I get up there, he say, so where you want your body sent? I looked over my shoulder, right? I said, what'd you say? He said, where do you want your body sent? I said, I don't understand. You asked everybody else where you want their property. Why are you asking me where I want my body? The man told me you got life. Where do you want your body sent? I pause. I think. Should I be funny? Should I be smart? He's serious. You know, this is literally what's going through my mind. At that time as a child, 21 years old. Fresh 21. Thinking to myself, you know, something popped in my head, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That's all I can remember, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, send it there. If I lose my body in here, I die in here, you send my body there. It's the White House. Put it on these steps. He said, I can't write that. I said, that's the only address I got. Send it there. Or send me home. That was it. So from day one, I never accepted it. I didn't care what they said. From the moment that judge said guilty, you was in the courtroom. I went to trial for, what, 2 days?
If that, yeah.
2 days. I got my verdict on a Monday. Thursday, Friday, verdict on Monday. On a homicide in Philadelphia.
2 days.
That was it. I wasn't even in court in total about 5 hours on a homicide trial with a co-defendant. But in my head, as they running off everything, I know I'm coming home. I ain't did shit. I ain't worried about this shit. I'm in here. I done seen what I done seen. I sat for 2 years at this time. Rocking out. We down the county. It is what it is. Accepting all things as they come. Observation before association. Find your place. Stand on it. This is all I know. Right? So at this time, like I said, things proceeding. It's processing in me, right? I never thought I was going to go upstate for this. I'm thinking in my head, they ain't got no evidence, they ain't got no witness, ain't nobody saying I did it, ain't no gun. They locked me up almost a year later talking about I got a body. Okay, cool. You and this man, y'all killed somebody up here. Okay, cool, whatever. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all gotta do. We sitting here, right? Next thing you know, go to trial, slam me. I'm like, this it? Where everybody at? Where's somebody supposed to say I did this? I don't know nothing. I grew up in California. You feel what I'm saying? I was raised in Oakland, in the Bay. I only been back home a couple of months before this happened. Cool. Take my tick. I looked in that courtroom. I never forget that day. That's the last time I saw my cousin alive, standing up in the back of that courtroom. So many people in there, they were standing at the door. Cuz front row. They young boys though. He had this. Boys got braids, aunties, mom, people I don't even know. I'm just looking back over my shoulders. In my brain, I'm ready to walk out this door. I'm calling everybody home. Yo, listen, I'm ready to get out of here. It's up. We on. We hitting. Boom. Judge, get up. Read the verdict. Charges. My gun charges. The little charges. Not guilty. Boom. Robbery charges. They charged me with robbery. I beat the robbery charge. Spank. Cool. I look back. I'm looking at my family. They happy. They thanking God. They rubbing their fingers. They getting ready. My boy Greg, come on. He don't deserve this. Right? Read some more charges. Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Gun charges. Not guilty. I'm charged with shooting someone.
Without a gun charge.
Beat all my gun charges. Convicted of the shooting. They get to the shooting. I'm like, what? Charged with murder of first degree. Found guilty. Huh? I'm in shock.
No evidence, no nothing.
Nobody ever came to court and said this man did this.
How can you fight that? I don't mean to
Go ahead.
cut you.
Get into it.
But like, how can you fight it? There's nothing you can do. You never pleaded guilty to it, right?
No.
So it got to be something that you can open the case back up, right?
Well, today circumstances change, right? Mm-hmm. So I go upstate. I took my verdict. I go upstate. You got a couple of months to appeal. You file your direct appeal. Boom. File direct appeal. Ineffective assistance of counsel. Mm-hmm. I don't know any better. You feel what I'm saying? That's the first part. We don't know.
So you didn't do that?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
I did that under the pretenses of what I'm told. You feel what I'm saying? I'm being given an explanation by my attorney. This is what this do. This brings about that. A, B, C, and D. We listen. We don't know no better because we're not studying. So, in addition to that, I took what he told me, went to the law library. Right? Mm-hmm. Started looking up why I got found guilty. I'm trying to understand if, because according to my knowledge, they need a witness. They need a gun. You need to be accused of a crime to be convicted of a crime. Yeah. In my head, in my youth, none of those things are there. They don't exist. So I gotta be out of here. Again, this is ignorance. We don't know no better. We don't know no better. We're not given the game. Right. We get in the game, but we're not given the game. We give a little hustle, little trinkets, little this or that, but we're not given the game. Right. The game take. Study the law. This is how they're going to get you. This is your trap. They're not giving us that game. Yeah. How to move and operate and conduct ourselves as men. Right. That's what men do. Somebody accuse you of something, you figure it out. But you don't sit back and let a lawyer defend you and represent you. He claiming you. He's not representing you. He don't know you. Yeah. He don't love you. You feel what I'm saying? His job is dedicated not to you, but to his family. Then to his job.
Sure. How did you stay strong in a situation like that as time went on?
I didn't even know I was being strong.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even know. In all honesty, it was like I was walking in a bubble the whole time. It was like the years wasn't years. The days wasn't days. And this is my blessing. I know for a fact God got me through all of this. I could have never done it. I could have never done it. And if we look at the circumstances of why I was incarcerated, that's what they didn't even take that into consideration, but they knew. And I'm gonna tell you a secret, I didn't find out that they knew until I was ready. Well, my sister told me when I came home. One of my sisters digging, she bunch of degrees, she investigating the psych shit. She wanna know what's going on with her family and where she at and where I'm at and what's going on with my brother. Yeah. She started digging up, finding paperwork. Oh, y'all had this, y'all had that, y'all had this, y'all had that. I didn't even know until I talked to her as I'm home. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? This is all hindsight. Mm-hmm. So as I'm going through it, right, I never accepted it. I didn't have life. I don't even know what having life feels like. I can't tell you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't receive the burden that's attached to that.
That's a blessing.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
I know lifers.
Now I understand.
dig what I know lifers.
Yeah, because the mindset,
For sure.
and like you say, on the spiritual level,
You
is what
said
kept
that
you
was
strong.
the blessing.
Mhm.
That's the name of the quote.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I know so many lifers.
Yeah.
I know so many lifers. And I'm not just talking about men that have a life sentence. I know men that went to the free throw line that was going home in 3 days and never woke up. He's a lifer. He never made it out. He came in there with 3 years. When I saw that, I realized everybody in here got life.
No matter what time they get.
No matter what time you got. You ain't guaranteed to get out of here today or tomorrow. I seen a man go on a visit. You know, he's ready to go home in 2 days. Girl came to see him, surprised him before he left. He go out on a visit. She sit down with him, network, politic, do whatever they got to do. He come back, he's salty. We bidding on him. Lack of compassion. You feel what I'm saying? We thinking it's a joke. Ha ha, kiki, you ready to go home. You worried about what you stressing for? You worried about her?
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't the best thing in the world. But to him, you know, the outsiders, they were looking at her, she's this, she's that. But to him, man, it's the belle of the ball.
Everything to him.
Everything to him. Guess what he did?
Killed himself. Oh man.
Going to breakfast. Lockdown. Turn back around. What's going on? Go back around. What's up? Man, roped up. What? We'll go home today. He rope up? Yeah, man, and then they got to get him down and all this. Guess what? Guess what the people do? They laugh. Go to breakfast. Go to chow. Go to lunch. Go to dinner. You hear his name 2 or 3 times throughout the day, and that was it.
Yeah.
These things like this, as I witnessed them, it made me start to recognize my own humanity. And again, from that type of incident, it made me realize that my goal was to leave here. I know I'm leaving. So when I leave here, it ain't about getting home. It's just about leaving here with my humanity. That was the goal.
Compassion.
Yeah, the goal wasn't getting home. I know I'm coming home. I never doubted. The goal is coming home with my humanity intact.
Right.
Still loving, still forgiving. I had days in there when I hated to the max. Anything and everybody to the maximum of hatred. Then it just dawned on me, like, for what? It's not serving me nothing. It's not benefiting me. No way, shape, form, or fashion. So as a man, when I sit back in hindsight again, I'm able to say, hold up. Without a scratch on me, I walked out that joint.
Because you blessed.
Because you blessed. And
Still got my mental capacity.
not only that, not only your mental capacity, you came out and you started a clothing line.
We did the car wash business first.
Car wash business first. I segue into where's your clothing line at now that you never thought it would be at when you was in your situation?
When I first started my clothing line, right, I had an idea. I think I was talking to you on the phone. I was talking about Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was in my head. Frederick Douglass, right? And I'm thinking about clothes. I wanted to communicate I wanted to create a clothing line that can communicate. So what I was going to do, have a faceless image with just the hair of Frederick Douglass on a shirt, and the same type of print, the same type of vinyl, flock vinyl. I was going to have the hair, shape of the face with no eyes, no nothing on it. Make people wonder who this person was, but have the story on the back. I was going to do the same thing with Tupac image, but just had a bandana. So we can recognize these people without seeing it. We all gonna know Michael Jackson. If I just put some glasses in it, you know that's Mike. Or a glove, you know that's Mike. That was design. So for me, for my brand, I wanted to use something to communicate to the people, to give them a little bit of education, give them something to be proud of, take some strength in this shit. Now I got them bees doing my homework, studying the game tape. Them bees, I realized, grow in the mud. I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
They matured underground before we see them flying all around. I didn't know that, right? Where we come from. We all say the gutter. We all say from the mud, right?
Yeah.
From the basement, baby.
From the basement. But from the basement, they grow, right? They're down there being cultured. They're being refined. They're being protected. And they have to earn their way out of their little cocoon, so to speak, right? They get their way to the top. And when they get out here, oh shit, baby. We was in the dark all that time. molded in the dark all of that time. They don't know how bright it is up there. They never seen it. But when they get out, what they do?
Producing gold, honey, baby.
Not just that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bees, they not expected to fly because some of their wings are too small for the body. The body's twice the size of the body is twice the size of the wings instead of the wings being twice the size of the body. It's easier to fly when your wings is bigger than the body. But when your body's bigger than the wings, how you gonna get up? They ain't supposed to fly. A lot of us don't. You understand what I'm saying? These bees, for a reason. In any culture, in any religion around the world, right? First thing they tell you, the most sacred thing is what? Honey. The most sacred food, honey. Milk and honey. They tell you in the Bible. They tell you the land of milk and honey. They tell you in the Quran. We all know. So it's all over the world. This is the common denominator. This is the thing that can unify us all, right? I need that. I need that. One more thing, huh?
No, it's good.
Before them bees take off, right? Without them, we don't have no life. I'm making a point with these bees, right? Without these bees pollinating the world, from their source, underground, from the basement, pollinating the world, we all got something to eat. These plants don't reach, they can't see the sea and ocean, whatever to get, how they do it, I don't know all of that. But there's no communication without them. So my point to say all that is, to summarize, those bees represents the black community in America, not the black community worldwide. We're different. And it's okay to say that. Not saying we're greater, not saying we're lesser, but we are different than any other people on this planet. Nobody had to go through the shit that we had to go through. Nobody had to overcome what we had to overcome. Nobody is the descendants of those whom we are descendants by but us. So again, for those same bees, but guess what happens though? Everybody in the world, you hear the saying, everybody want to be black till it's time to be black.
Yeah.
Guess what though? They see them bees, right? Like I said, we pollinate the world, right? Look at the black people in America. Everybody in this universe want to dress like us. I seen a Chinese man say nigga. I seen a white man say nigga. I see a Mexican say nigga. A Puerto Rican say nigga. A Jew say nigga. Everybody on this planet, they want to speak our language. I'm not condoning that shit whatsoever. That's not for them. That belongs to us. And if you have any love or any respect for us that we give you to allow you to use that word without losing your Jones, have some respect for us to not want to use it. Because I love my man enough, I'm going to respect him to know, even if he's okay with it, I'm not okay.
It ain't cool. It ain't cool.
You dig what I'm saying?
There's a time and place for all.
Right. So again, with those same bees, each and every last one of them bees represents every last one of us, man.
Absolutely.
We all got one.
Absolutely.
So when people buy Beni or their perks and Beni, that's what they represent. I'm one of them bees. Y'all want to be us all over the world. They want to speak like us, be like us, think like us, walk like us, talk like us, dress like us. It is our culture.
We create the culture.
So we be them.
We create what's good.
Let these people know where they will actually see your clothing at, cause that you didn't expect them to see your clothing at.
Man, they got a TV show coming out, Ready for Love, Ready to Love.
Okay.
It's on the Oprah Network. It's on HBO, HBO Max. It's on Hulu. It's on YouTube. It's on Discovery. It's on Discovery Plus. A couple of other places. Like I said, it just happened.
Right.
Me being who I am, I take little things that just happen as all being blessings.
Absolutely.
And I give all that credit to God, and I just keep pushing.
Absolutely.
I don't do nothing. I don't want nothing. I don't need nothing. I let all this go, and I just keep praying, and I'll keep waiting. Because I know in order, like again, my goal is not to get these clothes. This is just a vehicle to get me where I need to be.
Right.
I want to talk to the people. I want to be with the people.
So what would you say to the youth?
Man, it's a lie. It's a lie. They lying to you. Everything that you think can be acquired. Excuse me. I ain't gonna say everything that you think. Putting myself in them situations, right? Speaking from the times that I had as, let's say 19, 20, right? 18, 19, 20, 18 to 20, right?
Yeah.
During that time, I was in the streets, right? Coast to coast, California, Philadelphia, catching cases, right? All crazy shit. Now, as a man, I look back at everything that I've done. I knew what I was doing. And guess what? I didn't want to do it. I knew, like, this shit is stupid. This shit don't add up. It don't make no sense. It's non-conducive. I'm not loyal to this. I don't love this. I knew what love was when I went in the house. They don't want to be out there. All them young boys scared. They don't want to die. That's why they carry the gun.
So what's the lie? What do you mean when you say it's
When I say the lie is the game.
Okay.
Ain't no winner.
For sure.
We're being played. That is the biggest lie that's being told.
Yeah.
There is no goal. There is no outcome. The ultimate goal in the game, right? Let's say you make it. How they say in the basketball, NBA is 1 in 1 million. You got a better chance of becoming something else than being Michael Jordan. Guess what? How you gonna become big? You ain't gonna become Big Meech. These Bulls ain't becoming Pablo Escobar. They ain't becoming no John Gotti and all these other dudes.
Yeah.
But guess what? Those dudes are who they're aspiring to be. Failures. Do your homework on them boys. They not legit, man.
Yeah.
And it's not to put nobody down. I'm not into that. But my whole thing is
They would tell you not to do what they're doing.
right.
Fact.
Every last one of them regret
They would
it.
tell you
Fact.
not to do it.
Every last one of them men regret it. Aaron Jones want to come home. Chapo want to come home. All these bulls that's incarcerated that we follow and look up to, they want to come home. They will give a limb to be sitting in one of these chairs.
Yeah.
I have friends whose mothers have to call me to talk to his son. And I got to. Hands down. Call me, mama. I call they moms. How you doing, mama?
Yeah.
Mother's Day, whatever. Now, nobody got to ever ask me to do nothing. You never got to ask me to post a picture. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get I don't get the lack of love. I don't get the lack of friendship. It's just certain things that just don't rub me the right way. Put it that way.
And it goes back to a conversation we had. That's because you was raised off of a household with love.
Thank you.
Because you gotta let everybody's not raised the same way, man.
Want to talk about that?
You know?
Guess what I learned about love, guys?
It's not raised that way.
This is
man.
crazy. Again, being in that place helped me reverse things. My old head told me, you can kill a man, but can you heal the man? He said, being able to break something apart and put it back together qualifies you to say, I understand it. So until you're able to break something apart and put that shit back together piece by piece, you're not qualified to say that you understand this or that. Qualifications. You feel what I'm saying? Qualifications are everything.
Yeah.
Principles are everything. Morals are everything because they count when nothing else does.
Gotcha.
You don't need finances for those things.
I like that, man. You said you can kill a man, but can you heal a man?
Right.
Because it takes more work and more understanding and put them back together.
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was
Right.
impactful.
The easiest thing to do is to break somebody apart. We can break a man apart mentally. A child can break a man apart. Say the right thing to him.
Yeah.
A little kid call a man something wrong. He want to fight a child. I see it. A little girl say something. What the? It's a kid, man.
Yeah.
But we don't understand because they're here.
Yeah, that's like
They're
the
not
little-
elevated.
Little young boy, what's his name? Lil Snoop.
Yeah.
He got killed. He was playing a video game with a grown man. Grown man I wasn't there, but you know, from what you hear,
Right.
the man got upset with him over a video game. He killed him. You know what I'm talking about? The young Snoop or Lil Snoop
Yeah,
that was
the rapper?
Meek Mill.
Yeah. That's what that story was
That's
about.
crazy.
And you know,
That's crazy.
just on the lines of like
Yeah.
you know, having that passion, not that passion, but that, you know, being able to break somebody down mentally with words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Tear them
sensitive.
down with words.
We're emotional.
Emotional.
Don't want to admit it. It's speaking to that, right? Like you said, you brought up the youth. It's speaking to these same emotions. Guess what? They don't want to hear it. They all emotionally weak, man.
Absolutely.
Because, and again, I don't want to make a broad picture and say all. I don't even like using that word all when addressing people, period. But if we're looking to the youth, and I'm going to put myself, how I felt at that time, given that understanding, bro, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They know soon as you get there, your shit gets shook. Because your whole foundation, everything that you believed before you went in there, you're going to find out quick. It's fake. The friends, fake.
Yeah.
The women, fake. Most of the family, fake. I ain't forget. I know who was in there when I was calling. Not who was in there, but who was out here in doubt. I can hear the doubt on the phone. I don't need nobody to tell me who believe that I'm going to come home or who believes I'm not. I can hear it in your tone.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. Like, truly, what brought you home? Like, if you can sum it up, like, how did they
Factually?
overturn it? How was it overturned? How was your life overturned?
Damn.
How did you make it through it? Stop right there.
You want to talk about that? Listen.
Yeah, how was your life overturned because you home?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
You home.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. For me, all right, here we go. I'm gonna say this, right? I waited 9 years on my first appeal to get a decision. 9 years waiting for them to tell me no. To deny my appeal. You follow the appeal process, right? So as I file my appeal, I see my arguments. At this point in time, I'm going to the law library. I'm committed. My walkie, all he do is go to the law library. That's my brother. That's my friend. That's my right hand. We locked in, homie. We going to the law library. This is somebody wanting what's good for me and not what's good from me. That's my friend. You understand? We still friends. Still friends to this day. Before we went upstate, before I got convicted and all that, that's my guy. He home too. Now, yeah, him and my old head van. My old head van, he was older than both of us. He's the one who took my walkie to the law library, gave him the game. My walkie gave me the law library game. Yeah. This is how you find a case. He told me these are state cases, these are federal cases. This is your arguments. Remove your emotions and use your logic. Your emotions are the arguments. How do they do this? This ain't right. Yeah. Yo, they gave me a life sentence because of this and because of that. That's emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, ain't nobody do this, ain't nobody do that. They ain't even say this, they ain't had that. I ain't do this, I ain't do that. That's all emotions. Set that shit aside and take it as, let's say they're 100% right. Right. Because you're here. Let's eat that part first, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Now we can start working on this plate. Get to the reality of it, the logic of it. If that's what they're saying, fuck whether it's right or wrong. Defeat it. You feel what I'm saying? Defeat this shit. How do you defeat it? You gotta take these books, right? Take these law books, stand up till about 4 or 5 in the morning. When you got the guards walking around doing their tours, looking in your cell, tapping on your window with the flashlight. Yo, turn that down, man. I'm on a typewriter. 2, 3 in the morning. This is what I'm doing. 2, 3 in the morning. Guard come around again. Daddy about to do count. We about to change shift. You keep pushing this joint, I'm gonna have to write you up. You gotta do what you gotta do, baby. I'm cool. I had times when my cellies would get up and argue with the police. Leave them alone. I'm fine. Why you bothering me? Cellies, yo, I'm gonna put the sheet over my head, bro. Leave that light on as long as you need it. Comrades, understanding my struggle. They got dates. They got dates. They're going home. You feel what I'm saying? They're all going home. Everybody that I walk with going home. And this is a cardinal rule. You don't do this. Lifers don't hang with people that got time. Yeah. People that got time don't hang with lifers. You can't get too close to them. You don't want to. These are two different demographics. Yeah. These are two levels of seriousness that can't coincide. If we're together every day and you're striving to go home, I know you're working on your case. You're trying to go to the law library. You're trying to get up out of here, get to your peoples.
You don't want to distract that person.
I can't distract. Not love you. This is where I say these qualifications come in. I cannot say I love you or I'm your friend when all I'm doing is anything to jeopardize you. Got you. I can't do that. So again, some dudes got 2 to 3s, 2 to 5s, whatever, short sentences, right? Yeah. They got liberties that I can't afford. You know, they can be in and out the hole. They can max that little 3 out. Tag something, go through, fight the case. They can do all that. Get money, do all that. Nah, man, I can't take these risks. I got one thing to do in here. One thing to do, and that's go home. So again, to answer your question, how I did it, stayed on top of their ass. I filed appeal after appeal. They denied one, I'm on that ass. They give you 60 days to 90 days, I'll push it to the max. I need every day that I can get. I'm on the phone to my family, yo, shoot up there, take a picture of this, get an address, measure the distance, stand right there, stand here, take a picture. I need to prove this. I didn't do this shit. Who said what? This is what they saying? Give me the description. I ain't matched no descriptions. Telling me I was 5'2". Yeah, one person saying I was 5'2" with no shirt on and a lot of tattoos and shorts, blue shorts. Then you got another, this is at the time of the shots. You got another person a whole block away, right? Talking about I'm sitting down on their steps wearing a whole Dickie set with a white t-shirt on, sitting down chilling, when my man come down the street saying we just did A, B, C, and D. I responded to him, saying the same exact thing. If you come down the street, say A, B, C, and D, from that side, and I'm sitting down over here as I am, and I say A, B, C, and D, that's what the judge said she used to found me guilty. Because I said that back to him.
You have the person that I actually spoke to. That they had
right.
as one of you, and they explained to her. She said, I wasn't out there. I live on that block, but I was in a situation where they were going to take my kids. And they told me, if you don't say you seen this man shoot this person, we're taking your kids.
That's deep. That shit.
No, that's real rap. And
You
then
know, I talked to her myself, bro. And she tells me this what they did.
Yeah,
and the evidence of that is, right?
We definitely gotta do.
Think what she do, right?
Video,
But it's all in writing. She changed her whole 1-2 to include me. Originally, she didn't say I did nothing. She said I was sitting on her steps when she heard the gunshot. You feel what I'm saying? She comes to court, it's a whole nother story. She can't look me in my face, none of that. I know this girl. Yo, I'm buying her baby diapers. Nah, I would never. Yeah,
but
leave that thing.
It's like stuff like that is still happening.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and at the same time,
sure.
I know this might not sound good, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't go through what you went through.
No, let it be.
But at the end of the day, it's like you would have the morals because of the way you was raised not to say something like that. You was brought up a certain type of way of principles and values, so you wouldn't tell and make up a lie like that. Some people would to protect their family.
Right.
Because she was put in a position to either protect you or her family.
And guess what, though? I'm not even mad at her.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This
fucked up.
The craziest thing for me.
She was
like,
put in a
doing all
tough
of that.
situation. I would have never did no shit like that. You know what I mean? But my bad.
No, it's cool. One of the things.
That's tough. I'm gonna take your kids. That's tough.
And this is like a lot of people ask me how do you become so forgiving? Yo, I swear to you, I don't have a reason to forgive her. I don't have a reason to forgive. Like, I'm not mad at my judge. I'm not mad at the DA. I'm not mad at nobody that came to court. I'm not mad at anybody who said I did or didn't have anything to do with this. I'm not mad at anybody that I met, anybody that I had an incident with, anybody that I fought, none of that. Yo, I swear to you, it's so crazy. It's like that shit don't even exist. I can't remember it. I have to force myself to exercise in thought to remember that place. People tell me all the time, yo, you got to do this and do that to remember that. And I don't need no what. I know what I've been through. If I still need to be reminded, then I didn't grasp that. I didn't digest that as well as I believe I did.
And this was a part of the process and a part of your life is unfortunate, but this is.
I won't even call it unfortunate.
So
man. That's why I say I'm blessed.
Circumstances. That's what I'm saying. It's blessed.
Yo, not even the circumstances. I wouldn't trade nothing. I wouldn't trade a day of my life for anything else. I would not trade a day of my life for anything else. I can't find the joy in saying, well, had I been there, I would have been out here doing this. Nah, I'm fine. I just got the internal lady. Well, I'm like, listen, I'm cool. Like I didn't miss nothing. No, you lost. No, don't project that. Don't send that to me. I'm telling you, I ain't lose shit.
Yeah.
I ain't lost motherfucker. Man, I gained so much. Listen, guess what I gained? This is crazy. I come home, I can touch a tree, and I can get the real feeling of these leaves. You've seen leaves every day of your life. They mean nothing. But to me, I just smelled trash. I ain't smelled that scent in 20 years. Then they got trash and shit blowing up the streets. Man, I ain't seen that shit in 20 years.
Yeah.
Somebody mad. Yo, I'm in an argument with a female. Man, I couldn't wait. Yo, they mad at me about doing this. Man, that's a blessing. Everywhere I go is a vacation to me. I get heaven every day. Every day I wake up, I'm in a better situation than I've ever been in my life. Today, I can tell you, I'm in the best situation I've ever been in my life. Feet fresh, everything fresh. I got on all my own shit. I got on Benny draws, everything. I did that. So I know what I'm capable of. A man had a gun, a bulletproof vest. I'm here. I had nothing. I didn't even have a shirt on. I'm sitting here with y'all. They give me a life sentence. I gave it back to them twice. I'm sitting here with y'all. They told me I was gonna die in prison. I'm sitting here with y'all. They gave me some State Browns with my number on it. Not no more, baby. Ain't no
Yeah,
DOC
Russ.
on the back of this.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here with y'all.
Absolutely.
They
man.
gave me trays and potlucks and all that old other weird shit to eat. Nah, I can go eat anything I want. I am in heaven every day.
blessed.
Bless.
Beni.
Where can they find the clothes, man?
It's all coming. I'm releasing the brand next year, 2025. 2025. I'm trying to get a couple things together. I don't want to, and I was thinking about it. I know a lot of people say, we know our city. I ain't going to be the one to talk bad about it. I love Philly from the soul to the bone. But we have a reputation of lack of support for one another.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
my approach to my business, I'm working from the outside in.
Yeah.
We
You
gonna
gotta
get
think global, you know?
Like
Yeah,
that.
they gonna get here.
Yeah, you gotta
It'll get
think
here.
global.
So
you know what I'm
now,
saying?
like I
Outside
said,
of
now
this.
I'm already, like, again, within 2 years of me having my brand, everybody, you gotta do it this way, you gotta do it this way, I don't think like everybody else. But one of the things I had to learn when I came home is to have the strength to hold on to my own principles, my own foundations. These are my cornerstones. I set these motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna be patient, I'm gonna be listening, I'm gonna be observant.
Yeah.
Listen, know, and observe. Observation before association. Just take it all in, good, bad, right, wrong, or indifferent. Then once you get all that shit to where you need to be, filter it out. Prepare your meal. I just want to get my plate ready. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this plate ready. That shit's smelling. I can smell it. I ain't eating
Smell
yet.
it cooking.
Oh, I ain't eating yet. Everybody's still on the way. I'm still calling family members. Yo, you coming? Even though, they ain't really pressed, but you coming? It's almost time to eat. It's almost time to eat. This kitchen been brewing for a minute. My nana told me before she passed, right? And I tell everybody in the family, like, my nana love me more than everybody. This is what I say. And everybody, Aunt Cheryl and my mom and all of them, they ask me, this is what you mean, how you gonna say she love you the most? I say, because she prayed for me more than she prayed for anybody. That's love. Guess what? That lady passed at 100 years old. Guess who carried her coffin? Her first great-grandchild. She told me every day, you're gonna get home. The first person I called when I fell. I ain't called my mom, my pop, my friends, my homies, the chick, nobody. I called Nana. Nana delivered a message. She delivered the message. I don't know what these people talking about. They A, B, C, and D. They got me down this joint talking about I got a whole situation. I'm in my head like, man, I'm thinking this, like I said, I got locked up a year later, some shit that.
You trying.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we in the basement with it. It's the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Darryl the Don Mar.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We talked about trials, tribulations, and now we triumph. And we talk
Absolutely.
about how we overcome.
Tragedy
and
to
how-
triumph.
And we blessed. You know what I'm saying? So stay blessed out there, y'all. This is just part one, because we gotta have you
Absolutely.
back up
Gotta
there.
run it back?
Another one.
Yeah, we gotta run it back.
Pizza.
We gotta
Yeah.
run it back.
You know what I mean?
Basement talk.
Basement talk. Yeah.